Hey, this is Heist. Today I'm going to give you some analyzer tips and tricks that I use for levels on my mixdown. I'm just going to break down with a simple analyzer where stuff sits in the beats, basically, you know, where I want things to hit. And if I just play this section here, this is just the beats I'm playing now. Sorry, that's the snare drum. Let's just do the beat on its own first. There you go, you can see that. Can you see that bump there? That's the snare drum. That's also part of the snare drum harmonic. And here, this is the kick drum. And notice how they're both very close to this line I'm hovering at here, which corresponds to just over -30. That's a line that I'm trying to aim to get the kick and snare to, because let's just highlight those individually for a second. If we get them right in the mix and they're both sort of equal in power, that means we've got a nice basic staple for a punchy beat that's not overpowered by the kick or the snare. And yeah, there we go, look. See, there's the fundamental of the kick coming through, there's the snare fundamental, both meeting a similar area in their loudness. And then if we add the other parts over the top, a lot of people ask me in one-to-ones, where should my sort of top end and mid-range sit? I mean, if you look in this tune, there's never really an ultimate answer for this, I don't think. It's always kind of difficult to give an exact answer, but you've got to feel for it. If it feels too bright and it's hurting your ears, that means it's too bright, obviously, so you're going to have to bring that down. If it feels a little bit underwhelming and kind of a bit muddy, then it might need to come up a little bit. But in this track, I've got it around that line there that's indicating just above the -50. See that? Now this is, I will say this now, this is my analyzer I'm using, which is the Steinberg one that comes with Cubase. Different analyzers do vary. There are a few different ones on the market, and I, do suggest trying out which one is best for you. This one is showing me what I basically want to show you, which is where things are sitting. And it does so with this little outline here. You can see it's very flat across the frequency range there, pretty much full in all areas. Now I'm going to show you where other parts of the track sit. If we listen to the, let's just zoom out a little bit so I can get to the drop. There we go, so we can see that without any bass going on at the moment, just the drums and the intro stuff. And then watch as the bass comes in. There you go, it's undeniable, isn't it, really? You can see the harmonics for the bass line. They're sort of literally, they are hitting the -10 line. So my bassline fundamental notes are hitting around -10. That heavyweight sound that you can hear there right now, that's what I'm talking about there. The other parts of the bass, if we just zoom back a little bit. Where are we? Here we go. You can see there's a similar harmonic content going on down here as well. It's not as high as the sub bass, nowhere near as high. You can see a sort of very small version of the harmonic as well here that obviously the sub bass is providing us with pretty much now. But yeah, there is small amounts of harmonics here, and they're all a level of -40. See that there? I'm just poking to that there. Put all that together, and now you should be able to see what I'm talking about. Each kind of part is coming up in the analyzer for us. This like sort of orange line leaves a footprint whenever you hover over it. And that kind of wraps up generally what I'm looking for in the mix when it comes to things on an analyzer.